Hello everyone, and welcome back after the month break I had. Sorry for not telling any of you that I was going to take a break because I was on a little vacation with my family. But I'm back and we're gonna start with something easy for once. So, in today's lesson, we're going to learn how to multiply and divide integers. Many students understand how to multiply and divide numbers, but they get confused when negatives when negative numbers are involved. The good news is that there's one simple rule that makes every problem easy. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly when your answer should be positive and when it should be negative. So, let's get started. So, the rule. Before we solve any problems, let's learn the rule. There are only two cases you need to remember. If both numbers have the same sign, your answer will always be positive. That means a positive. So let's just say 2. So a positive times a positive equals positive, as you can see. As I just said, both numbers have the same sign, so your answer will always be positive. And a negative number times a negative number, so the exact same equation or exact same problem, but turn those two negative and you will have the exact same answer. So don't forget this and just keep this in your head. So now for the second case, if the number have different signs, your answer will always be negative. That means a positive times a negative is going to equal a negative number. And of course, a negative, so like this, times a positive like this is going to equal the exact same answer, as you can see. So let's get rid of this and then we can start. So once you know whether the answer is positive or negative, simply multiply or divide the numbers like you normally would. Now let's start with our problems. So problem 1. 9 times minus 4 or 9 times negative 4. I like to say negative 4 because some people get a bit confused when you say 9 times minus 4. So we're going to say negative and positive. So positive 9 times negative 4. The first number is a positive number. The second number is a negative number. Different signs means our answer will be negative. Now we're going to just multiply the numbers. So 9 times 4 equals, I will give you guys 3 seconds to do this. 1, 2, 3. 9 times 4 equals 36. 36. So our final answer is not gonna be 36 because, again, we're multiplying a positive with a negative. And again, if the signs are different, it's always a negative answer. So our answer is going to be minus 36. What I personally like to do is I like to first off multiply the two numbers like we did right here. And after that, look at if we have the same or different signs, and then you can know if it's a positive answer or a negative answer. So let's go to problem 2. Negative 8 times negative 7. Both numbers are negative. Since they have the same sign, our answer is going to be positive. So now what we're going to do is we're going to multiply these two numbers without the negatives. So we're going to do 8 times 7. 8 times 7 equals 56. 56. Now we're going to look at the two signs we have, and they're the same sign. So again, don't forget if you have the same sign, it's always going to be a positive answer. So our answer is just going to be 56. So, and let's circle the correct answer so we don't get confused. So, I think you guys will understand it at the end of the videos. If you don't understand it at the end of the video, I do have another video exactly like this video, but maybe you guys would like that video a tiny bit more because I do teach it in another way, kind of. So let's go to the third problem. For the third problem, we have negative 15 times 6. Negative 15 times 6. So negative and positive are different signs, but let's just throw these away for now. Let's first start with multiplication. So 15 times 6. 15 times 6 is going to be 90. 90. And now we're going to look at the two signs. Do we have the same signs or different signs? Well, as you can see, we have two different signs, a negative number and a positive number. So our answer is going to be negative 90. Don't forget, guys, different signs equals negative, same signs equals positive. Always. So don't forget. Okay, now we're done with the multiplication problems. Now let's move to division. So division is the exact same. We just change from multiplication to division. So let's do this. Our problem is negative 36 divided by 9. So let's just first divide these two and then look if it's a negative or a positive. So 36 divided by 9 is going to equal 4. Now we're going to look at the signs. Well, as you can see, we have two different signs. Minus 36 or negative 36 divided by positive 9. So the answer is going to be negative 4. Now, let's go to problem 5. For problem 5, we have negative 56 divided by negative 8. So, let's start by dividing these two. Negative 56, or no, just 56, my bad guys. 56 divided by 8 is going to equal 9. So, is, oh, my bad guys. I was looking at this problem for 1 second. I mean, 56 divided by 8 is going to equal 7. So, as you can see, we write our 7 right here. It's a bit of an ugly 7. So, and now we're going to look at the signs. So, as you can see, we have two negative numbers, which means we have two of the same signs. So what we're going to do is we're going to think and remember that two of the same signs always will equal a positive. So the final answer is going to be positive 7. And now our final example is going to be 81 divided by negative 9. So let's start with division, of course. 81 divided by 9 is going to equal 9. And now we're going to look at the two signs. Well, we have a positive number and a negative number. These are two different signs, so the answer is going to be a negative number. So our final answer is going to be negative 9. So there is a common mistake many students make. They immediately multiply or divide the numbers and forget to check the signs. Instead, always remember to check these two steps. Me personally, I like to divide or multiply first, so I already know the answer, but without the negative or the positive in front. But if you think you can remember it better if you just check the signs first, that's also a very good way. So, if you follow those two steps every time, you'll almost never make a mistake. So let's recap. Let's review what we learned today. If the signs are the same, your answer is going to be positive. So, the same sign equals positive. If the signs are different, your answer is going to be negative. Different sign equals negative. I'm sorry, guys. You guys can probably see I'm not an English teacher with my handwriting. So, that rule works for multiplication and division. Now, once you know the sign, solve the problem normally. With a little practice, these problems become very quick and easy. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If this lesson helped you understand multiplying and dividing integers, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another easy to follow math lesson. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Mr. Maths.